Hello, and welcome to Silicon Valley Girls Chat Over Tea. I'm Gloria,
And I'm Rosetta.
and thank you for joining us. Whether this is the first time or you love us so much you're coming back for more, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are very, very happy to have you. And we always like to set the tone. We're very conscious, compassionate women. So if you're looking for a way to be in an environment where you listen to one another, we're your girls.
Thank you for that, Gloria. And as always, if you're returning, you know that we start off with talking about the teas that we're going to be drinking today. And my tea that I'm drinking, I'm going to quickly just go into it because we have so much to chat about today. The tea that I'm going to be chatting to is Numi, and it's an organic tea, turmeric 3 roots. And let me put on my glasses real quick. Ingredients here are organic turmeric, fair trade certified, organic ginger, organic licorice, and organic rose. Those are the ingredients, and it's Numi again, the three turmeric 3 roots with ginger, licorice, and rose. And I've had it seeping here for a little bit, so I'm going to say cheers. Cheers, everyone. And I'll let you tell everyone what you're drinking, Gloria.
And today I am drinking Harmony Organic Tea. This is a cold ice brewed tea that you can enjoy hot or cold. The ingredients are organic green tea. Everything's organic, so I'm not going to repeat. Matcha, natural strawberry flavor, natural lemon, and that's it. And what I love is you can start off hot, add some ice to it, and make it an iced tea. But on a cold day like today, I love it as a nice, warm, hot tea. So I'm just going to stir it up a little bit and say cheers.
Yep. Cheers. I'll do cheers again. Cheers.
Mm. Oh, love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. All right. So, as always, we start our chats out by sending our thoughts and prayers out to the universe. We have to learn how to love one another, how to get along with one another. And our focus is all about love and compassion. So, let's get started.
And as Bad Bunny said, what's more powerful than hate is love.
Love. And that's what we want to continue to share.
Exactly.
So, today is National Wine Day. Drink a glass of wine day. I love wine. So this is my day. I'm very excited.
That's fantastic. I love that. And it is also national, and you probably wouldn't believe this, but it's crab stuffed flounder. Now, for those of you that don't know what flounder is a type of fish, and sometimes they'll use that instead of cod. Flounder is a day to recognize the unique flavor combination of crab and flounder. And it is made with crab meat, breadcrumbs, butter, and seasoning, and stuffed into the whole flounder or rolled up into the fillet and baked. So, for those of you that
Yummy.
like fish and seafood, that sounds quite yummy to me, and I've never heard of it. So, kind of like that. So, it's National Stuffed Crab Stuffed Flounder Day. We also have birthdays, and there's two famous ones. Yoko Ono, everyone knows who she is. She was
Yes.
married to John Lennon, and she's turns 93. Can you believe it?
Wow.
Yeah, I always thought she was young. I think of her like in her 40s.
In
But
50s.
she
I
wasn't.
know.
I know.
Wow.
Then we have Vanna White. Vanna White is 69, and she is the host who turns those what is it called?
The letters
The
in Wheel
letters
of Fortune.
of Wheel of Fortune. She's 69 and she still looks fabulous, darling.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's also Ash Wednesday. Have you made your list of what you're giving up for Lent? Only 46 days before Easter. Make your list, check it twice. In addition, we would like to wish you all happy Lunar New Year. And this is the year of the fire horse.
And you were born in the year of the fire horse, isn't that correct, Gloria?
Yes, yes, I'm very excited. I love everything you see, and the horse is running. I'm like, I love that.
So, just a little description if you don't know about the fire horse. The fire horse is bold, passionate, and impossible to tame. The fire horse blazes their own trail. This year brings daring adventures, fiery confidence, and a little chaos, the fun kind, of course. Gallop into the Lunar New Year with courage and sparks to spare. So that's what the fire horse is. And we want to say Gung Hei Fat Choi or Sun Yin Fai Lo.
Excellent, excellent. You did that very well, Rosetta.
Thank you. All right. Now, for those of you that have been keeping up with the Olympics, I'm going to do a little recap today of the Olympics. Now, when I say recap, I do not mean everything because
No.
unfortunately, I have not been watching all the different sports. And what Gloria and myself have been liking so far is the ice skating. Now,
Yes.
last week we talked about this incredible guy called the Quad God. His name is Ilya, and he was very confident and he did an amazing job in the short program. However, his most recent short program fell short of what he was expecting. He went in very confident and it just didn't go the way he wanted. And he said that he'd learned a lot of things from that. But in my eyes, he's still an excellent ice skater.
Yes.
Then we have our favorite for the women, Alyssa Liu. She is just so relaxed, so
Yes.
calm, and it's like second nature to her being on the ice. She has no jitters. You don't even notice that she's like skating on a for a competition. It's like she's
No,
doing one of those road shows where people buy tickets and she's just out there doing her thing for fun.
exactly.
But what I was upset about was the latest woman's short program. After that, she took third place. First place was the Japanese lady, and her name was Ami Nakai. The reason being that Alyssa did not get gold is because she actually didn't do the triple axel like Ami did. If you've not seen this, go on YouTube and Google this because this Japanese gal, it was amazing. She was really, really good. So I understand why she got the gold. She did not do the triple axel like Nami, which added 5 extra points to the double,
Mhm.
and her quarter rotation, she under rotated. So that didn't help either. So with the combo, that didn't help, which put her in third place. But I'm still very proud of Alyssa
Yes.
Liu. She's done very well. And
Especially to come back
yeah,
from retirement. I think she's done an
exactly.
exceptional job.
Yeah, she took like a couple years off and came back, and
Mhm.
that's very unheard of. So now we're talking about the partnership dances, the ice skating partners. Now, being in America, we are very upset because the American couple, Madison Choke and Evan Bates, they did an absolutely
Exceptional.
perfect performance. They had
Perfect.
black on, and she had this cape which was red, so it stood out. It was perfect. It went the way they wanted to go. And she said, it's out of my so she said she executed everything that she wanted to have executed, and so did her partner Evan. However, what happened was there's slight controversy because the French team skated after them, and they came out and they had actually made some mistakes, and
Yes.
one of them was quite prominent.
Yes.
Even though they made those mistakes, they got gold. And the controversy is they're saying that the French judge favored the French couple by nearly 8 points
8 points.
in the free skate, which is really unheard of. And
Right.
I really do believe that they need to do a re-vote. I don't know why they're not doing this because in this instance, it's not wasn't just a minor thing. It was a major thing. They made a few mistakes and
Yes,
one prominent one, and it was obvious. And
yes.
I didn't think that their routine was as good as our American team.
And they've skated together less than a year, and the American team has been together for 15 years. You can't even compare the timeline. When you are getting to know someone, you have little quirks. When you have skated with someone for 15 years, you know where their movements begin and your movements end. I think there should be a investigation.
There
And
should
it's not
be.
so much that the Americans want to, take away the medal from them. However, they want to make sure this never happens to another team ever.
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense that here they are doing a flawless dance routine, whereas
Yes,
another couple is less than flawless and they get
yes.
higher marks than they do. So that doesn't make sense. I
And
mean,
why would you want to
yeah,
receive a medal for something in your heart you know you did not win? If it was me, I would just say, you know what? I understand what the judges said, but I think your routine was flawless, and here's the medal.
yeah, they should. You're right. They should do that if they're like want to just what is the word? Just do right by
Yeah,
this couple. They should do that. Yeah.
yes,
So I want to see what happens, but I think in the end they did get the goal, but there's a lot of controversy around that. And I think it needs to change. It really does. So
yes.
along the same lines with the Olympics, we're going to talk. I want to talk a little bit, or and also Gloria about our honorary coach, Snoop Dogg. Snoop
Yes.
Dogg has been all over the place. He's tried many of the sports. He even did some. What did he do? What is that? No, I'm blanking.
Oh, you're
That
talking about the curling?
the curling. That's what it is.
I know.
Yes, he is now a big fan of curling. He's done other things as well, and he's
He
been
did
all
skateboarding.
skateboard. That's right, skateboarding. And what made it even more fun was when Martha Stewart went to meet him there at the Olympics. And I love that dynamic duos interaction with each other. They've been
Yes.
all over the place. They even went to the broadcasting booth where the ice skating is. They met the quad god Ilya, and they also saw Tara Lipinski and Johnny Weir because both of them are broadcasting. They're the what do you call it? The broadcasters
Yes.
for the ice skaters.
Yeah, the
They've done,
commentators.
yes, they've done so much. And the most recent thing they did together is they went to the La Scala Opera House and they looked amazing. Martha was wearing a gold dress and Snoop, Gloria, you can tell us how great Snoop looked.
Snoop looked amazing. He had on a black and red embellished double-breasted suit with a beautiful black fur or dark brown fur coat that he just kind of draped on his shoulders. I don't know who the fashion coordinator that's working with him. He looked marvelous.
Yes, they both looked really good. And they were able to hear one of the students that was a student there. She actually came on with a lovely red gown and she sung some opera for them. So they've
Yes.
done really well. And also Snoop hung out with Stanley Tucci. He said that Stanley Tucci is the male version of Martha Stewart because he knows just as much about culinary cuisine as Martha does. And he said that
Yes.
was one of his highlights. And they were interviewed together, Snoop and Martha, and they asked, "What is it that you maybe one of the sports that you'd like to participate in since you've done so much?" And they said maybe ice skating.
Yes.
And I was like, well, that's a difficult one because if you don't know how to ice skate, you'll be falling all over the ice.
All the time.
So good luck to them putting on the. But I think Martha said that she knows how to ice skate. So that's a plus for her. But I don't know about Snoop.
Yeah.
Snoop also had was on a show and he did his greatest hits, all the highlights of the Olympics. which we all love. And he goes on there and he's just funny, funny, funny. So those are, oh, the other thing I want to say was that Martha went to Italy and she actually had more suitcases than Snoop Dogg. She had seven massive, large suitcases. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And it's because of all those like boots and jackets. And she said, you know, the boots alone take up like half a suitcase or one suitcase, and the jackets take up one suitcase. So it was funny to see them being interviewed, and I love that connection together. And yeah, let us know what you've enjoyed about the Olympics. And if you like anything, put it down below in the comments. Do you have anything to say, Gloria, about the Olympics?
Um, that's pretty much it. The medal count we have in first place, we've got Norway. Behind Norway, we've got second place is Italy, home country. Then we've got the United States, Japan, and Germany, and that's the top. And Rosetta's UK is moving along.
Great
They're doing,
Britain. I have to put
yes,
Great Britain in, even though they'd not place even in the top 10. They got three medals, total medals.
yes.
However, all three were gold medals. So I have to say
Congratulations.
that's a
See,
positive for them.
that's very positive.
Always trying to see what we can get from Great Britain. But good
Excellent.
for you, Norway and USA is great as well. Norway got 15 gold and USA got seven gold medals.
Yeah. All
Amazing.
right. So, we've been talking to you about weather patterns and things like that, and there was a avalanche in Colfax, California, which is up near trying to think how Donner Pass. If you know about Tahoe area and ski, we have a location called Donner Pass. So we just learned that up in Colfax there was an avalanche, and it was a 15-person group that was the combination of the ski guides and the participants. And they were on a 3-day trek in the California Sierra Nevada mountains when an avalanche struck. The group was returning from a 3-day backcountry trek when the avalanche swept through rugged terrain. And it just, it's near Donner Pass, but on Tuesday morning, and we found out that 6 of the skiers were rescued. Unfortunately, 8 of the skiers did not survive, and there is still one missing person. The tour guide was a company called Blackbird Mountain Guides, and they're the ones that led the expedition. As soon as the avalanche happened, they immediately reached out to emergency services to try and get help. But some things are just out of our control. And this is one of those Mother Nature things. So our thoughts and prayers are with the families that lost people. Our thoughts and prayers are with the ones who are in the hospital that, we hope they have a speedy recovery. And everyone, just be very, very careful out and about right now.
And they're telling everyone not to go to up there near that area.
Right. Not right now.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we hope that everything works out, but it's just sad because our weather is just not cooperating.
No.
Too bad.
Yeah.
On another note, which is sad as well, is that we've been talking about and updating you on Savannah Guthrie's mother, Nancy Gunthrie. And I've been looking up updates because it's actually been a while. And I want to get my information correct because right now it has been how many days? It's been 18 days. That's what,
Yeah.
18
3 weeks.
days
Yeah.
into her search. And officials have found no official DNA findings near Nancy Guthrie's home. Now, they did see this video from the camera at the doors, by the door, front door, sorry, and there was no audio, but they did see that he had the ski mask and everything. But as of today, they've not been able to, from the ski mask, because all you see is the eyes and the mouth, is to find out who this person is. So what they have done right now is what they're doing right now is he did have a backpack on his back and he had a gun holster. So they're trying to find out retail stores that carry that backpack and also the gun holster. And they've actually approached retail stores like Walmart, but Walmart are not coming out and saying anything. I think because they've been told not to say anything.
Hmm.
So they're still on the lookout for places that may have sold to people that gun holster and the backpack. Now, because it's been 90 days, the Milwaukee attorney, his name is, let me see, forget his name, but the Milwaukee attorney is sending a $100,000 check to the Tucson Crime Stoppers, which doubles the reward because the FBI were also giving 100,000, now makes 200,000 to find Nancy Guthrie. But either whether they find her or not, or is to make an arrest to bring the suspect to large. So that's what they want because it's been way too long. And on top of this, we found out again today that TMZ got another ransom demand. The first one was right like a few days after when Nancy was originally taken, but now
Hmm.
there's another ransom demand, and they're saying that this is highly sophisticated demand because it's involving a form of crypto, whereas the demand before was Bitcoin. And they said the demanding ransom was roughly the same as the first demand, close to 6 million. So they're asking for 6 million. And in this demand, they're also describing the consequence if the demand is not met. And they're saying that this will involve, if the demands are not met, we will start involving the media, and the media will be like a go-between for getting this ransom demand. But there's no real detailed information because they're saying that they're not allowed to give real detailed information, but this is roughly what it's going to be. And the email received today by TMZ did not have the same crypto account as the first demand. So it was a different account. So it's sad because we don't have any DNA. They did try because they found this glove nearby Nancy Guthrie's home. They were trying to see if they can get any DNA, but nothing really panned out. They don't have any they don't have any fruit coming out from the labors, the hard labor that the work they put into trying to get all this. So they're still on the lookout. But this TMZ second demand is suggesting that because I thought 18 days for sure, maybe she may not be, you know, living anymore.
With us. Yeah.
Right. But because of this demand, there might be an inkling of hope that she's still alive. So that's the update as of this morning that I've been able managed being able to find.
Okay. Well, thanks for that update. And our thoughts and prayers are still with the family. I would also like to acknowledge, as part of Black History Month, there is a gentleman. His name is Reverend Jesse Jackson, and he passed away yesterday at the young age of 84. And Reverend Jackson initially was with Dr. Martin Luther King. When you see Dr. King, a lot of pictures you see Reverend Jesse Jackson. And in addition to being someone about fairness and equality for all people, he created Rainbow Coalition. And one of the things he said, he ran for president twice. And one of the times during a speech, he said, we are not, oh, it's something like our flag is red, white, and blue, but we are a rainbow community of yellow, red, black, white. We are a combination. And as a little girl, I remember when I first heard him say, you are somebody. I am somebody. We are somebody. He used to go to different countries. If, say, an American citizen was being held hostage, he would go to that country and he would negotiate and bring that person home. I think his spirit will be truly missed because he was, Yes, he was about civil rights, but he was also about fairness and equality. So may you rest in peace, Reverend Jesse.
Yes, rest in peace. He lived a long life.
Yes, 84 is a nice long life.
Yep. We also want to talk about a couple of things on TV. Have you been watching? There's The Voice. The Voice is coming back on season 29 for season 29 on February the 23rd. Now, this season is going to be slightly different because we know in the past there's been four judges, but this season is only going to be three judges and there's going to be returning judges. Now, this season is going to be slightly different. It's going to be called Battle of Champions. And the judges are going to be John Legend, Kelly Clarkson, and Adam Levine. So that'll be interesting. So if you're interested in watching that, it airs the 23rd of February. And I also heard that they're also bringing back some of the past champions. I don't know in what kind of format, but they're bringing them back. Next, we also have American Idol. Now, that is actually now going. They're doing the audition part. And it's with Luke Bryan, Carrie Underwood, and Lionel Richie. And now, even though it's been going on, I have not really been watching a lot of it, but I have it recorded, so I will sit down and be watching it. And it's good to not watch it exactly when it comes on, because then I can just fast forward the commercials. That's what I like.
Yes, me too. People spend millions and millions of dollars for commercials, and we fast forward through them. The thing that Rosetta and I just recently learned, and we don't know if you know this, so when contestants come on American Idol, they have to cover their own travel, their own food, and their lodging, even if they get a call back. The only time the show covers their expenses is when the contestant reaches the Hollywood rounds and beyond. So, we were just thinking there was a singer from Jordan, the country.
Yes, and
That's expensive to come to the United States.
exactly. And also, there's been people
Go
coming
ahead.
from Australia, UK, also the Philippines as well. So when you say they only start paying
Yeah,
when it's Hollywood Week, does that also, because I know that they take them to Hawaii to do the showstopper song at the end, right? That's Alana. I think that's
right,
what they call it, the Alana Resort.
right.
Is that before the
Yes.
Hollywood Week?
No, that's after Hollywood Week because Hollywood Week is where they make them stay up all night long and they put them into groups and they have to perform, they have to learn a song and do a little routine. Remember that part? And
Right,
then they take them there. And because remember, they invite their families.
right,
So
right.
if you
Okay,
can't afford to cover your own costs, you couldn't bring mommy and daddy with you.
okay, so that's right because they do that, then they take Hollywood Week, and that's when they start really the competition begins.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So, like Rosetta, I have been recording it. I haven't watched it yet. Every now and then, I'll see sort of like a preview or an after show video, and it looks really interesting. They also typically they travel a lot, and this season they did a lot in Nashville, Tennessee. They did do some outward shows and they recorded some of those in 2025. So if you've been checking it out, comment below and let us know. What do you think? How do you think it's going? Do you like the new format?
Yeah, yeah, let us know because we would like to know if you have
Yes,
any feedback and if you're looking forward to the voice, not the view, I was going to say the view, the voice,
the voice.
the voice, yes.
Yes.
And yeah, let us know. And now Glory's going to talk about the weather.
Oh my goodness, yes. So here in Northern California, where we are, we have experienced high rain, heavy rains, high winds. Yesterday, I heard this rumbling noise, and I'm originally from the South, so I'm used to thunder and lightning. And I thought, oh, what is that noise? We had thunder. That was different, and it was like the rumbling one. We also are experiencing over the next starting, I think it started Sunday. So from Sunday out, about 9 to 10 days of on and off again rains. We have rain in Southern California today that could bring another inch of rain. We have snow, as we were just talking about the avalanche. We've got lots of snow coming down in the Sierras. I know it's great. Oh, I love fresh powder. Just say you love it and don't go. Don't go right now. We also have I think they said they're expecting like another 8 inches of snow coming with the next two storms. So please don't go. Stay away right now. Then, if you move into Colorado, they have high winds, and these high winds are raging wildfires. Here in California, we have wildfires, so we know what they're going through. They've burned about 15,000 acres so far. These windstorms are also tumbling vehicles, creating chaos. You can hardly see in front of you. One gentleman said you might be able to see 20 feet in front of your car, and that's it, or truck. So, once again, be careful if you have to be out on the roads. If you move into the plains like Albuquerque, New Mexico, Lubbock, Texas, Oklahoma City, they've got wind gusts of 65 miles per hour. If you go up to Bismarck, to Buffalo, at the very top region of the United States on the East Coast, they are also experiencing snow and they are getting multitudes of high snowstorms and they're expecting 2 to 4 more inches of snow. Please, whatever you do, if you don't have to go out, don't go out. Just be careful.
Yeah, and I remember you talking about Southern California because Altadena is where, uh, back, remember a long time ago, was it last year?
Last year, last
Last year,
January,
only
yeah,
last year, that's when they had the big the fires and
fires.
stuff. And then do you remember right after the fires, what happened was they had the storms and the
Yeah,
flooding and stuff.
and
So
all the
exactly,
flooding.
yes, so exactly what happened last year is happening again this year.
Yeah,
And we know because it was just terrible. They went from one disaster to the next. And that
yes,
brought it all back to me because I was like, can we never get a break? And
yes,
we know that the global warming is affecting all of this. There's
all
nothing
of
that
this.
we can actually do now. Well, I put that back. There's a lot of
Right.
damage that the humans have done to this planet, but
And
it's
they can reverse some of them. They
we
really
can reverse
can.
some of it if we all
Yes.
say that this is global warming and let's put some programs in place because there's
Yes.
not enough programs in place to
Yes.
really make a difference. We really need to
And
make a difference, and it has to become with communities and all the all the countries banding together to do
yes.
something about this.
Yes.
Because as Gloria said, look at this. There's rain somewhere, flooding somewhere, and then Colorado, there's like chances of
Winds.
winds and
Yeah.
fires and crazy, crazy, crazy. Yep.
And it's important that, unfortunately, right now, a lot of places are saying we don't want those old rules that, we couldn't do bad things to the planet. We're going to get rid of those programs. Now is not the time to do that. Stop thinking, okay, please, everyone hear us. Stop being selfish. Think of your children. Think of your babies. Do you want them to have a beautiful world in which to live and to grow and to graduate from college and get married and give you grandbabies? They can't do that if the planet blows up. So we have to figure out how we can all, as a one world, work together. It's very
Yep.
important.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
So we wanted to thank you all for coming and hanging out with us as we are so grateful for your time. We know that we are very, very special when you hang out with us. So thank you very much. We feel the love and we send it back to you all, mwah, bubbling over.
Bubbling over, and we've been enjoying our teas. And
Yes.
thank you so much for staying till the end of our chats. If you like our chats, please don't forget to hit the thumb icon, subscribe to our channel, which helps our algorithm, and we can do more chats like this. Hit the bell notification so you'll be the first to be notified whenever our chats are ready to be viewed. And we want to say we are Silicon Valley Girls, chat over tea. And
And
remember
remember
to
to
always
always
keep
keep
smiling.
smiling.
bye.